Hello, everyone. This is Terrell here from Terrell Game Vlogs from my room the day before Veterans Day. And here, I say this has been almost officially 2 days, or at least a day and a half, since we found out that our new president of the United States is going to be Donald J. Trump. Now, myself, I can openly admit that I voted for Hillary. I didn't vote for Trump. So he is not the person I elected to be in office, which means that my vote was lost. Um, and I will say this, and I'll say it's pretty similar to what I said in my Facebook post. The way I live, when I look back at the way I have and currently live with Obama in presidency as of right now, I don't think the way I live is going to change at all when Trump is elected. And I'm talking about the way I live, not the way the Americans will live. I'm talking about the way I live. I didn't pay the presidency that much attention at all. I just focused on things that I wanted to do. I wanted to move forward in my own life and become a better person and just keep making strides and getting somewhere with all the goals I had in mind. Um, that was the case regardless of who was president or not. And I would think that people would realize that America isn't just the president. It never was. It's the America is the people. And I will say this: of everything that's happened over this election and over these people, over the election, over Trump's victory, Clinton's concession speech, Obama's speech, the thing that actually depresses me the most is probably the reaction, because the reaction on both sides is, to me, the worst part of America is how we react. We have this democratic system that allows us to, obviously it's not perfect, but we have a system that allows everybody to make their voice heard in some way. And we knew that regardless of what happened, somebody was going to win and somebody was going to lose. And to see the amount of insanity that took place on social media and just in even in real life with the various riots slash protests. Well, it's more protests than riots we've had. That to me is the absolute worst, because that just shows that, oh, America, we can't take L's. Look, I understand some people are truly terrified, but protesting ain't gonna do nothing, because that's not how. If that was the case, then Obama wouldn't have been in presidency. You think everybody was happy that Obama was elected? No, it was just the majority that was happy about Obama being elected. Um, people are going to be mad, but I would hope no one's lives are wasted fighting to get Trump not elected. When you lived in this country and before you even voted, you recognized that there was a possibility that your candidate that you chose could lose just as much as they could win. And Trump had a disgusting amount of negativity towards him. None of it, most of it was, I'm not gonna say it wasn't deserved, because it totally was fucking deserved. But he was, that's why they call this an upset, because no one expected him to win. It's actually insane that he ended up winning, for a lot of reasons. And even when they broke it down, looking at who voted for whom and each state and what the fucking demographic was, he got more votes from minorities than damn Mitt Romney did 4 years ago. That's insane, because you would think, with all the things that you've heard and seen about Trump, that you wouldn't think any of those of minorities or women or anybody of a certain, transgendered, or anybody from the LGBT community. So it's nuts to think that more people voted for him than they did for Mitt Romney, which means people think of him as a better choice than Mitt Romney was back in those, just in terms of percentages. I don't think that everybody who voted for Trump because they want America to go back to the racist and sexist and all this other crap, back to the dark ages. I think people legitimately believe one or two things. They think he can do better than what Hillary can do, or they think he has better, or they think he has better, more potential than Hillary does. I look, congratulations to the Trump supporters. I'm not here to take that victory away from you at all. But when every fucking post on Facebook I was seeing was racism one, sexism one, bigotry one, xenophobia one, like homophobia one. Yeah, it did when you saw the reactions of people as soon as Trump won from both sides. That's when it won. It went into me. Even then, I wouldn't say that stuff truly wins until you stop trying to fight it. Here's the thing about being open-minded. When you're open-minded, which a lot of people say they are and they're not, you have to openly recognize that Trump has potential to do good things, just like with Hillary has the potential to do good things. Do they both have some really shady issues in their past? Oh fuck yes. That is a fact. They both have a very troubling background, which is what made this election in the first place so stressful because people weren't happy with either of the candidates and so many people voted for third party. But I would say this, you for those who voted, you need to stick with your decision. And if you voted for Hennessy or Harambe, that's what you have to live with. If because half of the people complaining are people who either didn't who voted who did joke votes or just being sheep. It's surprising to me that some of the people freaking out right now are people who are just freaking out because everybody else is freaking out. And obviously it's because it's a knee jerk reaction. He doesn't become inaugurated until like near the middle slash end of January. But people are losing their minds, and it won't really calm down until probably around February. I mean, it might calm down by the time we hit Thanksgiving or Christmas, maybe, but I don't think things will truly calm down until after he's inaugurated. And to me, I would just say let's see how the first year goes. He's already released, I think, I think the 100-day plan or his 200-day plan. Well, being open minded means you have to give everybody a chance, including the people you don't like initially, which was the case. Because it would have, realistically, this would have been said regardless of who won. If Hillary had won, it would have just made me, and this is coming from me. I think that this is one of the few times it's better to be black in the situation because if you were white, this wouldn't be taken as seriously. But I'm thinking because of my African American heritage, if I'm not called some type of fucking coon, which I probably will be, I hope people look at the situation objectively. And for those who thought Hillary was so crooked and evil, well, good news. She's not going to be your first female president. So that's something you can look forward to. I'm not going to, realistically, there's nothing I can truly say to make the blow any easier because some of you are genuinely worried about certain things certain laws, for example, the Affordable Care Act, that are currently in place that may not be in place for much longer. And that's scary. But isn't that the case for a lot of people in various on the losing sides of elections, you worry about things that you care about that your candidate didn't originally support going away. That's the fear that you're going to have because it's also changed. People are afraid of change. But the way he's acted, I will say at least in terms of the way Trump has acted ever since he won, has been better. And I'm willing to let him take it on a shot at it because I have no other choice. Either you move or you sit there and watch. And I'm not so fucking knee jerk that I'm gonna run off and go to a different country because another man was elected. Americans made it through the Bush Jr. administration, which to me was like one of the worst times in recent American history. I don't think Trump has the advantage of coming in to an economy that's already has gotten out of the recession. We're not necessarily in high straits, but we're doing better than we were then. Obama has it's kind of like a triathlon. Obama ran that lap. Now he's handing it to Trump. Let's see how he does. It's not like he he will be representing the country. And I'm hoping that Obama and Hillary and various other leaders can put him in the right direction because he is inexperienced. But when a bad person is surrounded by good people, you'd be surprised how good that person can end up being in the long run. I don't know. I'm more fucking annoyed at how people reacted because to me that's the worst that's the worst of America right there. Not Trump winning, but people's reactions to Trump winning and people whether you were for or against them because people showed how ridiculous we can get over a man winning a presidency and how bad we'll freak out over every little thing. That's what showed the worst of America, not Trump winning the election, but people's reactions of Trump winning the election. Because I saw it, I went, damn, that's not who I wanted. Life moves on. Obviously, some of you have a lot more reasons to be way more concerned than I do. But at the end of the day, some of you completely showed your asses on Twitter and on Facebook to just to your and just to fellow human beings. You showed your asses. That's what made you look bad. That's what made America look bad, not Trump winning. Trump handled that as well as Trump could have, which was respectfully. He took the win and he wasn't a dick about it. He didn't show how bad America was when he won. Americans showed how bad we were when he won. But everybody has the capacity to do better. Hopefully people will sit down, reflect on their actions, hopefully not hurt anyone, because I know it's gonna get to that. That was my major fear out of this whole election was people's reactions more than who won. Because Trump will have Obama around him and Hillary and other people that hopefully can move him in the right direction. Some of you guys, it just completely showed how bad America is. That was the worst of America last night. Well, not last night. Last night? No, the night before last. But I guess I figured I'd say something, and I was sitting there racking my brain how I want to address this. But I'm not here to throw hate at Trump. You ain't done nothing yet, so I can't throw hate at you. Obviously, I'm not going to look at your past transgressions as a president. That was me looking at your past transgressions for voting you as president. But regardless of what I feel or think, you are president now, Trump. So let's see how well you do. Let's see if you can make America great again. If you're not American, hope your day's going well. And I think I'll catch you guys later. I'm leaving work in a little bit under an hour, and it's tomorrow's Veterans Day for us in the States, so I am off work. I'm going to enjoy that day off and hopefully not hear any more political talk as long as I pace myself around the internets and also avoid Pokemon spoilers because fuck you 4chan, Pokemon spoilers, and just chill. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. This has been the blogs again for your boy Terrell, Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, all that stuff in the description below. Catch you guys later. Peace out.